Okay, YouTube, Mr. Dodo8449 here. Moving on again with some more scenery. As you can see, I've done quite a bit actually when the camera's been off. Main reason for that is while putting all the reeds, is what they are, as you can see, then my hands were just continuously in way of the camera, so I sort of gave up in the end. For those people know, I've been using super glue to stick them on. Reason being is it dries in about 10 seconds, so you don't have to sit there ages holding them upright. So all I did is I've got some 12mm static grass. I believe it's Knock, I think the company of static grass, made the static grass. That's all I did is I just grabbed a small handful, I kind of made it to the right length, I cut the bottom to be the same length, bit of glue down, just pushed it in the glue, held it there for, to be honest, about 2 seconds, let go and it stood upright, as you can see. And then the final thing I did is I just got a pair of small scissors and just cut the reeds down to about the right height, because they were too long. So they've cut them down from 12mm to closer to 5 or 6mm now, and I think it looks a lot better than that. Bridge is going well, as you saw in the previous video, but I've removed that just for this bit, as today we'll be adding some static grass actually to the outside. I've kind of done the middle bit now. All of this bit here is kind of done. The next stage in that is to add static grass and maybe a little bit of greenery here and there. But what I now need to start doing is start working out from the middle. So we're going to be adding static grass. We're going to start on the left hand side, add a bit of static grass on there, a bit more detailing, and then we'll move on to the right hand side in a minute. So static grass, you're going to need obviously a static grass applicator. Make sure your batteries are fully charged and everything. I don't use straight PVA glue. I mix it with a bit of water, not much, maybe 8 to 1, 10 to 1, so 10 parts PVA to 1 part water. And then okay, YouTube, so I've done both sides now, left and right of the river are done. A good bit of static grass on there. I'm really happy with how it's come out actually. I was not really worried, but I wasn't quite sure I had the correct grass on me. So I'm using 3 or 4mm static grass, a mixture of summer and autumn blend, about 3 to 1 with the summer. The summer's this, it's a lot greener in colour, and then the autumn is obviously a lot browner in colour. Can see, so 3 to 1 mix. I find that's about right there, just to give the depth of colour, a little bit more variation to it. I've decided the layout is going to be based in a late spring, early summer time, so there's a lot of vibrant green colours that I'm going for, just because I think that will really make this layout pop. As you can see already, this scenery in front of us, I think it looks really good. I like how the contrast between the light green on the river banks and the dark in the middle of the river look really good, and I especially like how the reeds just sit up really nicely in there. And when the scenic water goes on, I think it will really make this, it'll really tie this scene together and make it look really good. A few other bits I'm going to add, a little bit of detail here and there. Things like logs, stuff like that, which will just go in there. I might put a bush or two kind of at the foot of the bridge, which would sit about here somewhere, but I'm yet to decide how I can make that or tie that in with the rest of the layout.